I want to thank all the legacy media for not asking pertinent questions and helping us to bury this story. Richard Allen's phone placed him at home at the time of the crime. Therefore, we couldn't allow that evidence in court. They also believed our expert when she said an unfired round of ammo matched a fired round. The male DNA at the crime scene came from male ISP trooper. Fuck no, we aren't going to release his name. You want him to get fired? Yes, Jerry Holman lied as well as others, but it was so that we could get the conviction. No, he had never been convicted of any crime. He was just waiting on his trial as a pre-trial detainee. But we treated him like a prisoner. Oh, and we also involuntarily medicated him. That's the only way we could get him to confess that. Jerry Holman. They went to talk to Rick at the prison. There is no evidence of Allen writing out his incoherent confession to Walla. We don't allow prisoners to have pens. Duh. Yes, we knew he had a lawyer, but if the lawyer doesn't know they talked to him, then shit, man, it's all good. Rick was just a pre-trial detainee, so he wasn't defined as a prisoner, so we kept him in the hole for 14 months. Him in the hole, where they punish the prisoner. But we don't call it punishment for a person that's only being held as a detainee. Oh, and yes, he was tased through the slot in the locked door. But torture? Fuck no, the guard thought he was a violent threat and could bust through the 3-inch slot to do harm. Yes, all of us knew Rick had a lawyer during this time. Letter to the judge. The mail arrived at the courthouse, but we returned it to him, and he had to resend it. Delay gave us time to mess with his head. When he was appointed to public defenders, those in-person visits were also recorded by the prison. We had all of them. We call it all harmless error. That way we can do whatever the fuck we want to anyone, and we have immunity. I don't have time to stand here all day laying out all the lies, fabrications of evidence, and tampering we did to this detainee. Fuck no, we don't have to face any consequences. We do this shit all the time. Get with the program, dumbass. American citizen and a military veteran. Why do you keep asking me about all the things we did to violate Rick's rights? This information is in the court documents for you all to read. We tried to seal them, but it drew too much attention. Did the unsealing piss me off? What the fuck do you think? Asshole! You people never even reported on this case. Now the docs drop and you want answers? Fuck you! That's an answer. Document sealed, for fuck's sake. Can you imagine if the news media read all of the documents and actually were able to inspect the exhibits? People are still asking questions. Media worked with us to keep everything quiet.
Imagine yourself being pulled off the street, arrested for a crime you didn't commit, and booked under an alias where no one can find you, not even your lawyer that your wife hired. So he's not able to be present at your initial hearing. You're taken to a maximum security prison and put in the hole for 14 months. As if this isn't bad enough, you are then injected with Haldol, given medications involuntarily, until you confess to this crime that you're accused of. And while you're recorded 24/7, somehow these confessions are not recorded. You're not allowed to communicate with any of your family until you say you want to confess. And then you're allowed to make recorded phone calls. While you are medicated, and then in the recorded phone calls, you have to call your family back and ask what you even said earlier in the day when you were talking to them, because you can't remember because you were medicated.